Right, hi everyone. Just been thinking today on to do with rejoining the group, starting up the group again in the new year and that. And then I got to think of onto guidelines, and rules and and stuff to do with the group. And I feel like this probably is a good idea. Actually, sit everyone down and literally just talk to them and say, well, what rules and guidelines would you like to see in place as such? For me personally, it would be the usual stuff like metagaming, telling the GM, that's stupid because of such and such, or this or that, or you should be running it like this. Telling me my job is it really does irritate, and it takes the fun right out of it. It's also to do with actually telling other players how to run their characters. You should do it this way or that way, which are rather somebody screw up, even if it screws up and all the party dies. They would learn from that. If people keep doing that and saying you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that, they're not going to really learn from it. So, I mean, so it could be, it'd be really tragic if everyone just died because of one player's mistake. And to be honest, I would be a little bit lenient and to do with things like that. So I probably wouldn't exactly, kill the party completely off. But it would be a shame if something like that happened. But then again, that person would learn. There's a fair few, people, haven't been into the role playing lot, and to be honest, would rather learn from their own mistakes. Those are, the things I would like to say to the group uh, should be in place. Uh, it's just also, the usual rules like courtesy, respect, Um, really, if people got a problem with it with with another player, I'd rather not have that, played out in front of everyone else. Arguing or bickering about something, and I'd rather have that out the group. If they want to talk to each other at the out of the group, then that's fine. But, to be honest, the last time I was running, it was okay, and then we had a older player join the group, and that's when the actual a fair few problems started. I don't think it was good for the group, just the way it was, the way it was going on, all the things I've said that he was basically doing. And it upset me a bit, actually. It upset me a fair bit, to be honest, because, I would like to run it the way, my game's the way I feel I would like to run it. I might be inexperienced compared to others, but I do run some good games, some really enjoyable games. And so what if I forget a rule or so bloody what if things might be a little bit too easy or stuff like that. I mean, so long as everyone enjoys the game itself, it really doesn't matter on things. I make loads of mistakes when I run a game. Over a period of games, I make a fair few mistakes. But to be honest, I do learn from it. With each game and stuff, I feel like especially when they're consistent games, I learn from the games that I play. and I improve, over time, which is a good thing, to learn from your mistakes, to learn from while you're playing and playing, with different people, round the table. But it's just, yeah, to be honest, today especially, I've been thinking about rules and guidelines, and I just feel that when the group does start up again, that the group should have a honest and frank talk about this. To be honest, on that first day when he joined the group, and it got a little bit much, to be honest, and this bit is a bit, related to the paranormal, which I do believe in. But I was reading Traveller. I was having a look at Traveller, and this player was being quite destructive. I felt it wasn't particularly great. And I seen a little tiny blue light on a paragraph. I looked on the paragraph, and what I should read was how to deal with destructive players, and I was gobsmacked. I thought, oh, I can't believe that. And honestly, this really did happen. I'm not making that up. That really did happen. And it was a surprise that I seen that, and I read that section to do with disruptive players. So yeah, that happened. But there's other rules that I would like to put in place. Like just any problems within the group. I'll rather people will say beforehand, not during a game. Because it's got to be fun. The game's got to be fun. It's no good when someone's saying you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this. This is not quite the right way to play it. It does disrupt the game somewhat. And at the time when I left the group, and it carried on, I think, for a couple of games. I'm not sure. Uh, but it was due to I was feeling depressed anyway. August was coming up, and it was a bad month for me anyway. I've been wanting to focus more on getting more of these training courses done, and also, to concentrate more on the business side of things. I get someone's point is that maybe I shouldn't have left and just carried on because it would have been only a few hours on a weekend. But at the time, I think I just needed that break from it to concentrate on other things, like my own health, uh, which at the moment, the way I'm feeling at the moment is pretty bad. I am just tired and exhausted, and I did have a bit of a breakdown while I was at Tabs training. To be honest, it was after a week of solid maths and really at level 2, and I was really trying hard to get past it. And luckily, I'm only a couple hours away, one more session away from completing this course, and I'm pretty pleased. I've got another course done and dusted. But yeah, I needed a bit of a break uh, to do with the group and that. And now, actually, recently, I'm starting to think of I would like to run again. And it probably would be a good therapy for me, improve my mood and that, so long as none of the disruptive play happens within the actual group itself. It's just, it's just, common courtesy as well is another thing. Especially if it's being run in someone else's place. It's just the decency and common courtesy that I like to see. So just to respect one another. Uh, that's what I do like to see. And overall, I felt the group was gelling pretty well. I did have a problem when it came to the campaign. I felt, it was going too political, to do with it, and I didn't know quite where to go. I had a plan right up to a festival or something. I was going to go, to there, but with me, I just found it hard to do with the, keeping a campaign going. Even though there is some game mastering thing that I should get round to read to really help me. But it was just, week in, week out, and I was able to cope for a certain amount of games. And I would like to return to the campaign at some point. I would like to build on this fictional city called Ironheart, which I thought I built quite an interesting actual city, or started to build, to be honest. I actually even did a map when I said I needed a break, and I did the whole map. It was only rough, it was a little too small, but I did the map. I even named all the streets and everything, but I did it and it was done and dusted. So I was pretty pleased with that. But yeah, sorry if I'm rambling on, but I just feel, make this video to do with guidelines and to do with the rules on to do with the groups and that and constructive play. Because I feel after I got this off my chest, I'd feel a bit better actually, to be honest. But yeah, I have had some problems within the group, and it usually is down to just one player. And another thing is you don't want to really hurt uh, anyone's feelings. So what I possibly will be doing is when this group all starts up again, I may even actually take him to one side and just have a few words, see if he'll just lighten up. Because I just want to run a game without a person telling me what to do, or telling other group members what to do, because to me that is just such a wrong thing to do, to be honest. And it just spoils things and just ruins your enjoyment of it. And to be honest, and I'll just mention that the Gentleman Gamer said, did a video to the why are you roleplay, and for me, some of it was it was pure escapism, especially when things got hard. Just escape away from it all in these fictional settings. To just delve into that. It probably is a bit of hiding away from hell, but to me, it helps. It helps, especially with the darker times, because if it wasn't for role playing, I don't think I would have been around right now. I don't think I would even be alive right now. So thank actual the games I play for just being here now, and I just really enjoy it because it's just delving into completely new worlds. I mean, before I got into it, I didn't know these such worlds existed. It was only when as I mentioned in a few videos, this man named Richard that did the Judge cartoons and all that, when he showed me Dungeons and Dragons in first edition, and I mean, it really blew my mind, especially when it was all the lead figures and stuff, and he had the cardboard map things or something, and something like that. And he also took the kids through a few of the Final Fantasy books as well. And it was just mind-blowing and amazing, and I've been in the hobby ever since, and it's what, actually 29 years it'll be next year, so I've almost been in the hobby for 30 years. And sorry if this is a long one. And I really do thoroughly enjoy it, and I still do. I really do, and I hope to continue for as long as possible, for as long as my eyesight and that is good and stuff. And yeah, I hope I just will be in it, 30 years down the road, because it's that much of a joy to me. It is pure joy, Especially, I prefer to be a GM. I prefer to get behind the screen. And I mean, I do prefer, more light-hearted games because, of course, because of my depression is and that. And it's just, to see the joy in other players, as you actually see that really enjoying the game. Uh, uh, that makes it worth it. That makes it really worthwhile to see that people are enjoying it and that, and even remembering situations in games that have run in the past. I mean, that is rewarding enough. It really, really is. And it is just great to see. And to be honest, I can't wait before I start running again. So once I'm feeling better, I was actually going to start looking at the books now. To be honest, I'm going to run the Dungeons and Dragons Pathfinder. I'm going to run Dungeon Crawl Classics and probably the Thousand Thrones campaign at some point when I'm feeling a lot better. I'm hoping when the group gets back together, we could just have this sort of like a little bit of a talk about things, get it all down on paper, people's feelings to do with just to do with anything, just to get it all out in the open, to clear the air, to do with anything. And then when we get to play again, maybe then things would be a lot better, and there would be, none of the disruptive play that I've seen in the past. Because that's the reason why I did a previous video was as well, saying about stuff like metagaming and things like that. And even the one of the other things that really does rub me up on the wrong way is rules lawyering. It's really, to me, there are only a couple of rules. Whatever the games master says, whatever the games master does is the law, is the rules. That is it. If the games master chooses to, dismiss a rule, not use a rule, so be it. It's his game. It's up to him. If people don't like that, then they shouldn't, say about it within the game. Wait until afterwards, and then go ahead and speak to the GM about it. Yeah, God blimey, it's been 19 minutes. I didn't realise how long this video would end up being, but yeah, I'll just feel a bit better actually to get all this stuff off my chest. Sorry if it's been a bit of a ramble to do with it, but I feel I just needed to make this video. Also, I might be having a little bit of a break from YouTube as well because of the way I'm feeling. I need to get myself better. I've been, really on a bit suicidal even recently, and that's not good. So I'm just gonna get myself feeling better, and hopefully, I'll be able to get back round the and actually get round to running games back by the GM screen. And I might be doing another video at some point to do with role playing and mental health and the benefits of, because I'm going to get a little tablet actually, and there was a RPG that I've seen through drive-through role playing that I've actually downloaded, which I would like to have a look at, but I want to get a little tablet and that and put them all on there and then literally have a look at them from there. But I'd like to do that. And there's a few other RPG videos I want to do next year, including doing videos but playing it as characters in role playing games. I was thinking about recently. I even thought about, oh, wouldn't it be good if we did set a scene as a anything, role play all the characters and then pass the baton on to another YouTube user. But actually, the only thing would be is literally set the tone. So if you wanted the next person to carry on and you wanted it in a horror tone, then you say, look, I like this next bit to be in a horror tone or a sci-fi tone. And I thought that was interesting because you could do a 10-minute vid or so, and then all of a sudden I'd be scratching their head and thinking, well, how can I do this from this point? What am I going to do with the story that this previous YouTube user did? So that was another thing I was thinking of, and hopefully I'll be doing some better videos, especially after I've moved. It'll be more out of this bedroom. I'll be doing more videos and probably outside the house as well. At the moment, I've lost my camera, so I can't find it. So I've got to find that, and then I'll be doing that and doing more walks and stuff like that. But yeah, this is running at 22 minutes now, and that's enough of me rambling. And just thanks to everybody that does watch my videos. It really is appreciated. I do know a few people have decided not to carry on with their subscribing to my videos, which is their choice. That's up to them. I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna keep what I'm doing and just keep making the videos because I still am enjoying it, but sometimes you just need a break, and I'm pretty much at that point now. I've done between 6 and 10 videos a week, and that has been for 2 years solid of varying quality. A lot of them ain't that great, but I do think there are some really great ones I've done as well. And I hope I continue for a long time to come. And yeah, just thanks a lot for watching. Till next time.